What's up, Johnny boy?
Man.
Johnny boy.
Jesus Christ be praised. How can I help you today, friend?
This could use some repairs.
God bless. Ah, never mind then. Farewell.
Greetings.
What do you want?
No harm done.
You again? What are you here for, friend?
There's a couple more things I'd like to ask about smithing.
Ask away.
Thanks. I'd like you to teach me something.
What are you interested? It's about those two idiot hands of mine, Venser and Franzi. They drove off with a cart full of goods towards Semin, and they never came back.
Do you want me to find them?
Just so. But more importantly, I want to know where my cart ended up, and especially the cargo. Go to Semin and find out what the bloody hell happened.
Have you any idea which way they might have gone?
There's only one road to Semin that can take a cart. It leads, but I've got a bad feeling they got up.
Those two hands of yours, Venser...
Can't tell you much. I don't think they wanted to stay here with me for long. But these days, I can use all the help I can.
Were they suspicious in any...
No, they worked hard.
What was the cart carrying?
Bugger and bollocks. All sorts of stuff. I'd say Lord Semin wants to rearm his garrison with new equipment. There were some hunting swords, bastard swords, crossbow bolts. I also fixed the trigger on young Semin's crossbow, and some kitchen stuff. There's a good month's work in that cartload.
All right, I'll get...
Go ahead. And if you find that pair of fools drunk, kick their asses for me.
Gladly. I'll kick some sobriety into them. All right? Go. I could use some sleep. Sharp as a razor. Getting quite tired.
I gotta go take a whiz.
Christ, I need some sleep.
Ave Maria.
I could lay down for a bit.
Gotcha, fella. Now I'll show you. You can't say you weren't warned. You can't just loiter around on other people's property. You'll pay up and show me whether you...
always hitting the same place. That's no good. I'm always hitting the same place. That's no good. I should do it more evenly. I can't keep hitting the same place. I'll never finish it like this. I should move it. I have to move it. I should do it more evenly. I'll never finish it like this. I should move it.
Not this again.
I'm always hitting the same place. That's no good. I'll never finish it like this. I should move it. I have to hammer it more evenly. I should move it. I better fuck it all up. This is useless. I should move it.
What?
You can't walk around at night without a light. Do you want me to arrest you? Light a torch. That's more like it. Now, on your way.
Hail Mary.
Right. Listen to what I have to say. Only a blind man can't see it. Sigismund is 1,000 times better than Wenceslas ever was. I hear he's settled in Kuttenberg, and they can't praise him high enough in the city. He kicked out all the dishonest officials and got rid of all the murderers and thieves. And they say they now mine silver so fast they started paving the streets with it. That would never have happened under Wenceslas, I tell you. He didn't look after the kingdom at all. We should all thank God he's finally sent us a good ruler. Just as good as his father, Charles.
Jesus Christ be praised.
How are things going here?
The land is good. Apart from those assholes up in the hill, that ain't.
What do you mean?
Fucking tackle bastard. They're getting above themselves.
Do you want me to help with them?
Trust me. I'll make it worth your while. What do you say?
Sure.
Listen up, those nothing.
So all I have to do is...
Aye, but be careful, tight.
All right.
Excellent.
You want...
Piss, but remember.
Of course.
But go ahead and talk to Project.
Greetings.
God be with you.
What? Hmm. Huh?
Turn around right now and get the hell out of here. Stop gaping like a stuffed owl and piss off. Get out of here. Back off before I kill you. Right on the noggin. Oh! God be with you, neighbour.
Just a bit more.
Hail.
Right. Listen to what I have to say. Only a blind man can't see it. Sigismund is 1,000 times better than Wenceslas ever was.
Hail, good man. Want to warm up a little?
How are you faring, girl?
Well, you know how it is. We minstrels are always on the move. Times are lean and folk need a laugh.
You're not wrong. The poorer people get, the more they drink and sin, and laugh while they're at it.
The poor man sins, the noble sins twice, but the monk and priest are the masters of vice.
What's your name, minstrel girl?
They call me Dancer, but I go by many other names.
And can I hear them?
If you come by after a show, maybe I'll let you give me one yourself, handsome. But now, alas, there's no time to perform. We have to leave here in all haste.
Why the rush?
Our tricks and jests rub some respectable old farts up the wrong way at the town hall. Our tomcat entertained the bailiff's wife, in the hay, and he caught them in the act.
I bet he didn't find it funny, did he? And they say there's no place for sin anymore.
Indeed. The bailiff don't take to his pizzle being yanked.
I'm afraid it...
Farewell.
Lord be with you. Let's see what you've got.
Hey, you can't just go and eat our food. Can we sort this out on our own, or
Hi
do
now.
I need to get the bailiff
Can't just
involved?
steal food from our
Easy.
pot.
Let's talk about this.
Why are you eating our food, eh? You'll pay up for what you ate.
Now hold
Let's
on.
have a look at that
I'll pay
ne'er
you.
do well.
There's no need to drag anyone else into this.
You're lucky. Otherwise, you get what's coming to you. Clear off.
God be with you,
What's that? Stop a while, my good man.
God be with you. God be with you, noble sir. I'm Henry of Skalitz, and I serve the Lord of Lipa.
Sir Kunesh of Belevitz. Poor as a church mouse, but a free man once again.
A free man again. What happened to you, Kunesh?
Ah, the greatest of misfortunes befell me. Figuring out this war is a job and a half.
Aye. This feuding between the royal brothers is damn muddled, all right.
Precisely. I gambled on Jobst over Sigismund a few years back. Only his Hungarian cavalry soon routed us, and I spent 2 years in captivity.
You were held captive. What was it like?
Hardly wondrous, I'll tell you that. But what irritated me most was being powerless to do anything. It's all those blasted Hungarians' fault. They can shove my silver up their arse and then lick it and kiss it for all I care.
I totally agree. Sigismund is plundering the kingdom and torching the castles of lords loyal to King Wenceslas.
What a bloody awful affair this war is. In my day, men would fight with honor and integrity, not stab each other in the back.
My sentiments exactly, Sir Kunesh.
Why, young man, I see you stand with Wenceslas, eh? I tell you, though, he's the one who dragged our land into this mess.
How so? It was the Hungarians who captured you, wasn't it?
Because I was a fool. But I've realized that the only competent king here is Sigismund.
I must be on my way. Farewell, Sir Kunesh.
Farewell and Godspeed, young man.
disagree with you.
That's what often... Still, for the good of the country, I'll side, especially consider...
Wenceslas stands up for his people.
Wenceslas can't even see the tip of his...
I must be on my way. Farewell, Sir Cornesh.
Farewell and Godspeed, young man.
Huh? Oh, cunt!
Piece of shit!
Didn't see that coming. You!
Blessings to you.
Greetings. Good day. How are your knees? Feeling better?
Oh, yes. That ointment of yours is a gift from heaven. Now they only ache when there's a storm.
Right. Listen.
What? Hail, good man. Want...
How are you faring, girl?
Well, you know,
You're not wrong.
the poor man's...
What's your name?
They call me
And can I hear them?
if you come by. But now...
Why the rush?
Our Trix and Jess rub some respectable old farts up the wrong way at the town hall. Our tomcat entertained the bailiff's wife. Indeed.
I'm afraid it...
Farewell, handsome.
Should we play dice?
I'm game, if you're not afraid to lose to a girl.
Losing to you would not dismay me in the slightest.
What game would you like to play?
Wagoners!
Let's play.
I'm surprised you dare to play me. I don't like to lose.
Don't drag it out. I want to play too, you know.
What
can you do?
Can die in peace. I've truly seen everything.
My
That's
God.
how it's done. That's the way. Or wait, who threw that? See? You can do it. Keep it up.
There. That turned out all right. Done.
Oh, aye. We didn't have such dice when I was young. We shaped them out of clay and played with them. And they were rounded and didn't have any numbers on them. You have to have a bit of sense and count the dice.
Hopefully I'll do it again. And now I'll fuck it all up. Or not. That's
Pretty
as high as I
boring
dare
so
to go.
far. Come on, let's liven it up a bit. Even a fool gets lucky sometimes.
Just
Aye.
like that.
Udvar threw a 5 that one time, then another 5 and a 1. I threw 3 2s, but I took a 1 and threw again. But then he got 2 1s and a 6.
Good game.
That's
You
what I'm
deserve
talking
it.
about, damn it.
I'm afraid it is time to part.
Farewell, handsome. Maybe our paths will cross again.
I'm surprised you dare to play me. I don't like to lose. I went past your garden one day, and that dog of yours was going mad, barking and growling at me like I was a stranger. He never used to be like that.
I know, sorry. He's getting old and losing his wits. His heart lying. I'll give him a live long before I take him to the woods. I don't want to wake him up.
Greetings. God bless.
with you, neighbor.
Good day to you.
Don't cause any trouble. Got it? I'm not interested. All the time. This is about money. He's always wanting to leave everything to the
Go on,
church
then.
if I don't
He
go and
wants
see
to
him.
fleece us
Why?
again.
Damn
Those
it.
old folks.
Just what we
Getting
need.
soft in the head.
Exactly. It's bad news.
We'll have to talk
Exactly.
to the others this evening.
Let me
Simon.
tell you, I'd rather die.
Can't go on like this.
Bastard. Like that.
What did I do
Someone
to
should
you?
kick their asses. Really clip those fuckers' wings.
Bash in their faces
How are your
too
knees?
good for them.
Feeling better?
Oh
Human
yes,
horses.
that ointment of yours.
They think they can do whatever they want.
The nerve of them showing their goat faces around here.
Someone should teach them how things work in these parts.
My thoughts exactly. We should be living with fear for our women in our own village.
Nobody's safe with that rabble around.
Be the three wise men.
Three cripples, more like.
I hate humans.
Hey, listen. Say thumb.
Welcome.
Up your bum.
Genius. It's hard to believe you're still single.
Human horses. They think they can do whatever they want.
The nerve of them showing their goat faces around here.
Someone should teach them how things work in these parts.
My thoughts exactly.
Someone should kick their asses. Really clip those fucking wings.
Aye, coming right up. And see you.
Human swine. You think you own the place, do you?
Look at them human horses. They think they can do whatever they want.
The nerve of them showing their goat faces around here.
Someone should teach them how things work in these parts.
My thoughts exactly. Like we should be living in fear for our women in our own village.
Right. Nobody's safe with that rabble around. Bastards. Someone should kick their asses. Really clip those fuckers' wings.
Bashing their faces in will be too good for them. God bless.
Well, doesn't seem too bad.
Someone should kick their asses. Really clip those fucking wings.
I hate humans.
The nerve of them showing their ghost faces around here.
I've had enough of this, for fuck's sake! This is our tavern! If we can't settle this the easy way, we'll have to settle it.
Shame! Shame on you!
Nice hit!
Lord heaven, what happened? Wake up! Come on!
What's wrong?
What the hell happened?
Wake up! Come on!
Christ, my head. I must have hit it on something. Damn.
Where am I? Did I faint?
Oh! Shit! Fuck!
I'm as hungry as a wolf.
Keep the peace, and we won't have any problem.
Greetings. Greetings, innkeeper. And also to ask if there is any...
Latch in the stable when the horse has bolted, lad.
How so? Did something happen?
I had a couple cumans come in here and get in a brawl with the locals. What the hell did I do that people fight in here all the time? Go and see Wojtek if you want. Maybe he'll tell you more than I can.
Feeling a bit peckish.
I bought a lovely new bow the other day for a great...
It happens. Just watch where you're going next time.
Greetings.
I'm as hungry as a wolf.
Look out!
I get that, but I just can't listen to it.
I'm happy to think about something
Careful!
more for a change.
True. So what did Thrush tell you about it?
There's going to be a dice tournament at the wedding. And whoever wins will take home a gold badge.
That must cost a king's ransom.
Just like the whole wedding. I hear more than would seem. I hope it's not that bad. I don't wish that.
What's the latest news, innkeeper?
If it's work you're looking for, you could stop by our local huntsman. He has a cottage near the Vidlac pond. His wife is always complaining that Lord von Berghoff runs him off his feet. So I reckon he wouldn't turn down a helping hand. If you ask me, though, he spends more time drinking than he does hunting. But I wouldn't want to argue with Slatter about it.
And have you heard about the Divozhenka of Semaine?
User entered your channel.
What Divozhenka?
You haven't seen one yet? A Divozhenka is a wild woman of the forest. An ugly, disfigured creature. You can find them deep in the woods or caves, where they make their ointments and gather magic herbs. Sometimes they hurt people, sometimes they help them. You shouldn't go there.
Why not?
The Samine lot did that. They were worried she might put young Lord Samine under a spell, especially now, because of the wedding. So they took care of her. And that's about it, I'd say.
Sounds interesting. Thank you, innkeeper. What's the latest news?
Nothing much, and I hope it stays that way.
Can I spend the night here?
We're not.
Just the one night. All I need is to spend the...
For a few groschen, there's.
One beer after another. Chicky, chicky, chick.
The innkeeper said something went down at the tavern.
I'd sleep better knowing someone made sure they don't...
Is Nordic here yet? Also, what's going on with that picture you sent me?
Told you yesterday, seen that head. Good to see a big old head. I sent you the screenshot. I even sent the roller too. Told you I seen a big ass fucking stone head there.
come back ever again.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Someone like...
Yep.
Like me?
What an
Oh,
idea.
crazy.
At least you'd show your work.
I didn't say you're crazy. I just don't have the view distance you do.
Use a bit of polishing.
Armor 3, I always have issues with the optimization in Armor 3. So I always keep the view distance low. Yeah, because all I saw was fog when you were asking me. That's why I couldn't see it. So if it was there, that's probably why I didn't see it. If I could. Not sure. Maybe it was just you. I don't know. I believed you.
Fucking triple for me. Get out of my fucking inventory.
It took me a minute to figure out what you were asking me. I was a little confused what you're trying to ask me. When you're asking me about seeing the head, it took me a minute to figure out what you're trying to say. I was like, what the heck is he talking about?
Not see the head. It's right there.
Yeah, I thought you were trying to warn me that there was a bad guy right there.
Oh, there's that too, but...
I'll have to think.
You don't have to think about anything. Either you're with us...
I'll take care of the queue.
Excellent. I don't care what you do. It seems they came from...
Need something.
Good to see you.
Yeah, this game is just not as good as the first, honestly, so far. This game is not as good as the first. People keep saying it's better, but I don't think so.
Yeah, brother said the same thing. Way too big for him. Render that in, so, okay.
Well, I don't know about it being way too big, but I don't have my view distance set super high.
I don't have it at super high either.
No, going from the picture, it's way higher than mine.
I'm gonna have a higher graphics too.
So when you were looking at that, John, and I looked at the same thing, I can't see those mountains out there. All I see is fog.
Ah.
So your view distance is way higher than mine.
That I did do. Just a little bit. When you're a sniper, you need that.
Yeah, but all the engagement ranges that we've done, the range I have it at is perfectly fine. Like if I fly too high, I literally can't see the ground because of the fog distance. I keep it low because I don't want to risk, one, I don't want to risk potential memory issues or leaks. Two, Armor 3 has enough issues as it is. I don't need to add glitchy stuff to it. I do a lot of stuff to optimize my experiences.
A lot of juggernaut.
And you'd be surprised how many people don't understand that. You know, to turn some of the settings down and stuff like that and adjust them. Some of the settings and view distances you have to like bring up an in-server menu sometimes to do it.
Don't shove!
I really need to eat something.
But yeah, in a couple of servers that we've been in, John, there's a custom server we can bring up that lets you extend or reduce the view range by even more than the default game lets. Or apparently so. They say that, but unless they're using different values than the default game, I don't really see that being 100% the case. Or needed. But anyways, you get my point. So yeah, I wouldn't have saw the head regardless because it would have been out of my field of view. Even with the reduced view range, the game runs fine with it, but even then it still gets a bit graphically glitchy sometimes.
User entered your channel.
Hello, Ruler.
Greetings.
Hello.
How goes?
So John showed you the head, right?
Yep.
He gave us head.
That was totally not visible on my screen at all.
Start with Q. So.
Well, I have my view distance turned down in the game. John has it way farther than I do. And I do that for optimization purposes. I don't want to risk potential memory leak issues, whatever that could happen.
Yeah, no, I hit auto detect, and then for whatever reason, their auto detect system sucks because I was still having quite a bit of stuttering. So I had to drop all the graphics levels further. I mean, games used to have a decent auto detection, like where it would only lag once in a while, but that was constant. I don't know if it's just the way that they buffer the memory.
I tend to like input stuff manually. I found out that relying more on auto detection type stuff is usually not very reliable. Like for example, DLSS for example, I always turn that off. I mean, that's not the only example, obviously. I was just making a quick and easy observational example. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Because that is a form of auto detection, but in a different way. It tries to do frame generation and all that other stuff, and it'll try to adjust your graphics real time for what you set, but it's really inefficient. I don't like it. But also, I've noticed it causes a lot of blurring in a lot of situations. Oh boy, a bandit. My
Young man,
lucky day.
Come here.
What's going on? What are you doing here?
Maybe it's not a bandit.
Welcome. I'm glad you're passing by. At least I won't be celebrating alone. I'm a father. My first son.
Well, congratulations are in order.
Oh, Jonty. His name's Jonty.
Well, I had always
Jonty the
assumed
best of health then.
auto-detection would generally
My
do it on
sentiments
the
exactly.
side of caution,
Best of health.
and
You have to
that's
drink
clearly
to
not
him
the
with
case
me.
here.
I've got some fine brandy.
I'm sorry,
here.
what about
Come
caution?
on. Let's drink to
it
his
would
health.
do it on the side of caution so that it would generally put the graphics to a worse level than it needs to be. But that's clearly not how they did it there.
What kind of brandy?
Why, it's my late father gave it to me, saying that, but it's been buried in the ground for 10 years. Wait,
Thanks, but
I'd be very. You don't even want to wish my newborn.
I don't drink with strangers.
Who the fuck do you think I am, you prick? Here I am, offering to share my best booze with you, and this is how you treat me.
He wants me to
I'll
drink a
teach you,
random
you cocky
drink.
bastard.
Yeah, no, it's probably laced with some
Go to
shit.
hell.
You can't take me.
No, I'm playing a couple
We'll
missions
see about
in
that.
Warframe, and then gonna play some with Nordic. Don't know what yet.
Did you say Warframe?
Yes,
Far Cry
I'm
3.
playing a couple missions in Warframe.
Okay, because I thought I heard Far Cry 3, but I was like, nah, he probably means Warframe.
I'll sort you out nicely.
So yeah, this guy stops me on the road and he's like, "Oh, I'm a father," and you're like, "Oh, what's his name?" And he's like, "Oh, he comes up with a name." He's like, "Here, have this drink." It toasted me, and I'm like, "Nope."
I'm hit.
And now he's trying to fight me because he got mad. Oh, he's pulling a sword
So
out
he's a
now.
sword fighter, eh? Ah, a sword, eh?
He's losing the fight, so he tried to pull a sword on me. Get your ass back here, bitch. Hey, don't fuck with me.
Jesus! Fucking slaughter!
Right, I'm gonna slaughter you. Come here.
Ah, fuck this! Ah.
There we go. Put my sword away and knock him unconscious and steal all of his shit. That'll work. Take your stuff, bro. Loot. Transfer all items. Now let me look at that drink he was gonna give me. Yep, sure enough, it's called Weak Lullaby Potion. Reduces energy to 0 and decreases perception. He was probably gonna try to rob me. He gave me a sleeping potion. He tried to give me a sleeping potion. Ain't that nice? Ain't that nice, John?
I guess.
Yay. Acknowledge. Yeah, he was losing the fist fight. He pulled out a sword. I pulled out a sword, hit him. He started running. I put the sword away, knocked him out, and I took everything he had. He'll wake up in that field. Yeah, screw that guy. I could kill him, but I'll just let him live with the humiliation of his actions. In theory. But yeah, I'm not as impressed with this game as I was. It just doesn't. So far, I just don't feel like it's matching the bar that it set in the first, or it set for itself in this so far. Like, I felt way more connected with things. Elder Scrolls Daggerfall, Unity. And those were just random generated NPC. I can't even ask people for directions in this game. But they supposedly want you to feel like you're in some sort of like living world. You could definitely do that in Elder Scrolls 2. Like, you could ask anybody for directions depending on how you talk to them, whether you're polite, straightforward. Different classes of people prefer different ways of speaking. Personality type, and whether or not you're liked by different people in the different town as well. So I'm a little disappointed so far, to be honest. And then they got the key context stuff. Sometimes it'll be like, oh, you gotta hit block and then use the attack to activate the blue sword thing so that you can retaliate. But it'll activate the blue sword thing, but then nothing happens. Like, you didn't even hit the button, so you have to spam click it. So the registration's a little low.
There goes Nordic.
And then whenever you go to do stuff, you kind of have to, like, it's context sensitive, so half the time it doesn't work right. Like, oh, I want to go sneak up behind a guy and
I could go
grab
for
him.
something to eat now.
Well, normally you could, but the button's context sensitive. It won't let you do it unless the game says you can. So there's several times where I'm literally sitting right behind somebody, can't even grab them, they turn around and I have to reload. So I've been having to mod a bunch of stuff that it bothers me about the game. Like, they had this black vignette around the entire screen. There's no option to turn that off. I had to go in and edit the config file. depth of field, had to edit that out. The game looks like 100 times better now that I've modified it. The config file and stuff.
The Battle of Wolf 359.
Oh hell yeah! What you playing, John? I'll try it again. I'm gonna wait for a fresh restart of my computer before I try it again if I don't forget. Because the last 2 times I tried to run that, my drivers crashed. I don't know. I don't understand why. I didn't have that problem before. But they did have an update, so...
Yeah, I know. Played that update.
Your nude mod malfunctioning.
My nude mod malfunctioned?
Yeah.
Yeah, that would explain it.
Everything's all lies, though. I don't know.
There used to be a trick to where you could put like cattails on regular people, so you can make like cat girls. But they patched it out. Ooh, a restricted area. Let's see what I can grab. Let's see if I can sleuth around.
Who goes there? What are you barging in here for?
What happened? You look worried.
My husband Vostatek left to go hunting and hasn't come back. I'm worried that something happened to him. He's von Burgo's lead huntsman, and the forest is full of poachers these days.
Maybe he just got caught up somewhere.
Not a chance. We're invited to young Lord Semin's wedding. What would Lord Semin... He's... One time, was... And I have that same feeling now. Do you reckon you could help?
Do you know where he might be?
In all the forest...
Vitek?
Our son.
So your husband got lost?
I'd go myself, but Vostatek doesn't want me going to the woods on my own. He says it, but you look like a fearless lad, and I'll be sure to reward you for your efforts.
And there was like this weird fog effect they'd also have on the screen. And I edited that out of the game too. I forgot about that part. So things look more clear and it just looks a lot better.
Alright.
Thank you. Before you leave, please maybe he'd know where his...
My experience with the
Alright.
Elder Scrolls series is fairly limited.
When's the last time I ate
I'm not
something?
playing Elder Scrolls.
Oh, I thought that's what you were just talking
What
about.
are you waiting for? Clear
I
off!
want this game. A different game. I was saying that this game tries to sell itself like as if it's supposed to be like a living world, but I'm just not feeling it. Can't even
game
ask
is
for
it?
directions. Kingdom Come Deliverance 2.
Oh.
You can't even ask for directions. Meanwhile, in Elder Scrolls 2 came out in like 90 something. You can ask anyone for directions.
God grant you health.
Which is more of a living world.
What can I do for you?
I just feel a little disconnected on something. I don't think it's so far. I don't think it's better than the first game. It just doesn't feel like there's this beginning part where this beggar girl is like, "Oh, you were whatever," and then you like, "Oh, do you have any food?" And she's like, "Oh, here, I'll go without supper," and you can't even like I have a pocket full of food, and this girl's like a beggar, and she helped me out whenever the town was basically treating your character like shit, and I can't do anything. I can't give her no money, can't give her no food. All you could do is rinse through the gimme options, and that's it. You can't even tell her, you know, you can't do anything else with her. It's like, why? It is what it is.
I'm looking for your father.
You didn't choose any kind of
Ma talked you into
character
it, didn't
trait
she?
or something.
I'd be
that
willing
would
to
make you
bet
not be
he
willing
just
to
got wasted
give her
as
stuff,
usual.
did you?
He's nothing but a drunkard. It's no secret.
Say again?
You didn't choose a character trait or anything that would make you not be able to give away stuff, did you?
No, it's more of a character RPG where you're playing a dude. You have the freedom to do stuff, but you don't make a character at the beginning.
Okay.
Like, you are free to be whatever type of doing things, but it's, I don't know. And then I had a situation to where
what kind of a
I
Christian
stuck
are
into this
you?
town at night.
Sinner or saint, it's
Nobody
your
saw
duty to
me.
honor your
No guard saw
father
me.
as
I
the
knocked the
good
guard
book
out,
decrees.
took him out of town for
Come
miles.
on. I
Dropped
just
him in
need
a
a few
field,
words
took his
out of you,
stuff,
then I'll find
came
him
back
myself.
a day or two later,
All right,
and
all right.
they
No need
walked
to get
up and tried to
preachy.
arrest me, and I was like,
I'll help
how'd you know? I
But
wasn't even
don't
wearing the
expect
guy's
any
stuff.
gratitude from him.
Where did he go? Tell me.
The last thing he said was he found a dead deer near the pond, and he wanted to go and see if there were any wolves. So I'd go down below the cottage, walk along the shore, and then turn north. And if you didn't get boozed up and forget, that is, wouldn't be the first.
Be that as it may.
No need to rush. At least it would give him time to sleep it off and come home on his...
I feel quite hungry.
Anyway, so was that last part?
Never mind. Not important.
Oh. But yeah, I have like a bunch of food and apples in my pocket. I felt bad for taking her food from her, you know? Like, oh, I'll have to skip dinner tonight. Clearly a beggar. She's out there eating money. She gave me money because she took pity on my situation. Like, I'd like to do something to help her out in exchange, but no. Yeah, the game won't let you. Well, that's too bad. So I felt a little disappointed. Like this, I'm still right at the beginning of the game. This is just right outside the prologue. You know what I mean? So for me, it's. I mean, there is the potential, but so far, maybe it opens up more later. I don't know, but so far it's. So far, it's just not what you know what I mean? It's not living up to any standard. Now, if I had no standards in a vacuum, I would say it's okay. But there's definitely not many interactions. Now, you do have like random people, and there are people you can talk to. It's not completely devoid of any interaction. It's just like, okay, I walk into a random inn. Oh, the inn lady, she has a name. You can't talk to her. Okay. The barmaid. Oh, you can talk to her. Oh wait, it's just to bring up a screen to sell or buy fucking whatever it is they're offering, and then it closes. No other interaction, and I'm just like, why? Really? You know what I mean?
Yep.
So I'm just a little disappointed. Not disappointed as in I was expecting anything, just disappointed as in like, I would have personally liked to, because I started to get a little immersed, you know. I feel a little disappointed because I started to get a little immersed in the game, and I thought, man, this lady was nice. I have some food. she's struggling. She tried to help me. Let me give her something, and it wouldn't let me. You know, that's the personification of what I'm trying to convey here. Norik says he went offline. Where did he go? I'm gonna go do something. But yeah, I was just comparing it to a much older game that did it much better. Whenever I was bringing up Elder Scrolls 2 Unity, because you can ask people for directions in that game. And there's a lot of different factors involved, like how you talk to them, because you could choose how you speak to them. And depending on their class, their personality, etc., they'll respond differently. Because you have blunt, polite, you know, and depending on how you're liked in the location, etc. Other factors too, like if you're part of a competing group or something that then they're in, they won't want to talk to you.
My experience with the Elder Scrolls was with Morrowind, and the only thing I particularly remember about it was trying to steal everything you could, and
that's a classic.
Me not being able to figure out where I was supposed to go for the quest, so I ended up dropping the game.
Yeah, that's a classic issue right there. I haven't played Morrowind really. I've tried to come back with some of the open Morrowind where they cracked open the engine and rebuilt it. But I still couldn't really get into it. But Elder Scrolls 2 I got into.
Do I know you?
This was before Morrowind.
Remember me, you fucker? You
Yeah,
sold me that magical ointment for 50 groschen.
Matt played the older one because that one's almost like a two-dimensional room-based RPG. Like you can turn north, east, south, west, and then move forward or backward type thing.
You talking about the dungeon crawler games?
You're talking about Elder Scrolls 2, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Well,
because I remember that he had something on him that kept making him change size randomly.
I'm not sure I follow.
I don't know. I'm just telling you, those are the games I saw him play.
Who? Who's playing them?
My friend Matt. You don't know him.
My name's Matt.
Oh. Hi, Matt.
Yeah, that's actually my name. Well, not Matt, but you know what I mean. It's the full name, but that's just the short version of my name.
I mean,
interesting.
There's only so many traditional English names that are used in North America.
Exactly.
Well, at least I'm not like those kids that were named A, B, C, D and shit. 1, 2, 3.
Are you a slave?
Well,
Slaves don't got names, they got numbers.
there's a version of Daggerfall. They redid and recreated Daggerfall into Unity. They fixed some of the bugs. It adds a lot of options. Now, Daggerfall was already moddable, but the Unity one makes it even more so. You know?
Okay.
And
this would have been back on the classic engine that it was designed for.
Yeah, I've watched a lot of
ago.
I watched a lot of reviews and stuff. I watched people walk through and explain how some of those things are. And with Unity, you can make it where you're using more mouse control. You can set it to where you can click to attack instead of dragging the mouse. But yeah, even on the original, there was some movement. But yeah, when you start off, there's like a starting dungeon at the beginning of the game. And there's a bunch of different ways to get to that dungeon. You can even run through it, avoiding things. And it's a very large map to get around. I like the one of the mods I like to use is one that adds in like a sky box to like changes the sky. Or I'll have like a rotation of stars in the moon. There's also one that adds in like bump mapping and stuff, which is really interesting. You know, I tried it out both ways. There's a setting that comes default where you can reduce the size of some of the scripted dungeons or auto-generated dungeons. But yeah, they went back in and fixed a lot of the bugs, because Daggerfall was made in not even a year. It was rushed out, you know, unfinished. And this was just before the original guys left and Todd came in the middle of Morrowind.
Well, Daggerfall, again, this is assuming that I've got the game straight in my head, used the same engine as the original Elder Scrolls.
Well, I'm not sure if
So
it was
they wouldn't have had a whole lot of work they needed to do with it, is what I'm saying.
well, there's definitely upgrades to it, at the least. But the game did come out incomplete, and there's a lot of bugs as a result. And when they remade it in Daggerfall Unity, they fixed a lot of that. You know?
Well, yeah. Generally speaking, when they ever do a remake, one of the core goals is to fix bugs and improve gameplay.
Well, it's a fan project that's been going on for years. And they finally finished it not too long ago. There's all sorts of different mods, like when you fast travel, you do it from first person instead of it being like a increment of time, depending on whether or not something happens or not. Some people go down Daggerfall, and you can go to another province in the game and commit bank fraud. You'll take about a massive loan you can't pay back, and then just ditch and never return to that kingdom again. You know?
Okay.
And money weighs, so you have to like get a cart and stuff. You can get a ship. But all the different regions have different stuff, and the map is humongous. One of the biggest video game maps ever made.
You said it would make... Stop!
Uh-oh.
You fucker!
Help! I mean, I have my doubts on that. Maybe for its time period and for quite a while after that, but some of the modern games are just stupidly big for no particularly good reason.
Well, some of them look bigger than what they actually are. Because whenever you get down into a game, there's a lot of
What are you
different
barging in
scaling.
here for?
There's a lot of different scaling stuff that happens. That's why in some games,
Piss
I don't know
off!
if you've ever played a, I don't know if you've ever, I don't know if you've ever experienced it. But sometimes with some games, you ever feel like you're whenever you move, you're like
Praise
bumping
God.
into things a little sooner than you expect. That's kind of a
How can I
side
help you
effect of
today,
that.
Frank?
But no, even to this day, see I don't know if they consider the entire map of the Daggerfall game or just the Daggerfall province, but if you were to compare it 1-to-1, it's as big as, or I think they said slightly bigger than real life Great Britain in size.
I don't know.
And I remember one of the interviews they did with the original guy that did it, because they interviewed him about the handoff to Morrowind, and he said that they would often, Todd Howard would often, who was an intern, would often try to challenge him on his size of the map, and Todd Howard had a hard time doing the math very well to understand how much distance he's actually talking about. and that was one of the things they'd butt heads about, was about understanding the actual distance. And halfway through, part of the way through the development of Morrowind, things just got to the point to where the original guys that worked on the series just kind of decided to, at least a couple of them decided to leave, and one of them was the big project lead, and that's how Todd Howard kind of got the position he did. That's the shorthand version of it. Because a lot of those original guys left partway through development. Morrowind.
I'm looking for you.
He's nothing.
What kind of... Come on.
All right, but don't expect... And
where did he go?
The last thing he said was he found a dead deer near... So I'd go down. If you didn't get...
I just know that I was playing one of the newer, I don't think it's the newest, but one of the newer Zelda games at my nephew's a year ago. And that was a humongous map, and I have my doubts that something from
Breath of the Kingdom or Tears of the...
10 years ago, or 15 years ago, a game that was released 15 years ago, would compare to a modern map like that.
You're talking about Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom,
Breath of the Wild, there you go.
Yeah. Have you tried to like? Never mind. I've seen some people playing that one. That's played it. Every Zelda game that comes out, Seth always pays out for it.
Well, I had fun with it, but I mean, it's not my game, so it was only while I was babysitting them.
Right, fair enough. I'm glad you had fun with it. I haven't played it myself. I'm not interested in buying a console game. I'll either wait till it comes out on another platform, which good luck, or I'll emulate it. Whenever it reaches its expiration date.
someone up in that tree there. If I don't help him, those wolves will eat him alive.
Hey! Hey, you! Help me! Chase those beasts away! I can't hold on much longer!
It's all right now. You can come down.
Thank God! I was starting to think I'd turn into a branch! Watch out! I'm coming down! Jesus! Mary Joseph! And an arse! My foot! Ah! Fuck!
You all right?
I fucked up my bloody ankle, damn it! Thank God you were passing by. Otherwise they'd have eaten me for sure! I'm forced to check. Huntsman!
Your wife sent me.
My dear Zlata. Thank God for her. What's your name?
Henry.
And thanks to you as well, Henry. You've got to... hurts. You've got to carry me. Christ in heaven. Of course this happens to me.
Is it bad?
How the hell do you think?
What?
I can't get up either.
Jesus Christ. Where do you want me to carry you? Where...
I've got a hideout, not far from here.
What are you going to do there? Someone should...
No! First we have to pick up Pepik at the hideout.
Who's
Pepik is my...
Oh, right.
What's so hard to understand? You've got to get me there. I left Pepik tied up in the camp when the wolves came out.
You tied up your...
Was I supposed to let him walk?
Where is that hide?
Not far. Look.
I'll help you.
Throw me over your shoulder. I just need a drink first, or I'll pass out from the pain. Do you want some?
I'd rather not. I might end up dropping you along the way.
You're bloody right. At least there'll be more for me. Oh. To hell with it all. Ow! Let's go that way.
Which way?
That way.
For Christ's sake, I can't see where you're pointing.
Turn away from the pond. Go around the bushes and keep going till you reach an old fallen tree. Yeah! The tree trunk's covered in moss. You can't miss it. It's north from here. Ow! Damn it! Man! I told you to be careful! You're carrying me like a corpse.
Well, how else should I carry you? Like a bride?
At least I wouldn't have to stare at your arse. Just stop flailing about so much.
Oh, great. This drunk guy that was hunting got trapped up in the tree from some wolves. Now I have to carry him.
Quit your dawdling. Let's go.
And he's like, oh, the way you're carrying me is uncomfortable. And I pick the option that says I can't really carry you either way. And my guy says, what am I supposed to do? Carry you like a bride? At least I won't be looking at your butt. So they incorporated the carry body mechanic into something.
I'm upside down. I keep going in the same direction until you come across an anthill. Then I'll tell you what to do.
Bit longer without food, and I'll really start to be grumpy.
I think I puked on your back a bit. Here's the anthill. Look at those fellas go. They're as busy as hell. It's making me thirsty looking at them. You know what? Take me to the ale house instead.
What?
I said fuck it. Let's go for a drink. Yeah! Take me to tacos. They've got the best ale.
Are you mad? I'm not going to carry you to the tavern. We're going to your hideout.
All right. Shit. You're right. We have to find... I nearly forgot about the poor fella. Take me to the north, along the stream. There's a birch there that's split in two. A real peculiar tree. You'll know it when you see it.
Ah, fine. As long as it's not too far.
That's the way. Not much further now. Carry on into the forest. There'll be a marker on a tree there.
A marker?
Aye. A cross carved into the tree and a pile of stones next to it. The folks that work in the woods here mark all sorts of interesting places and stashes. Come on. Let's move! Pappy! Pappy! Where's our big-eared boy?
I heard something.
Oh, yeah? Wait. Me too. Something's coming. It's nearly here.
Oh.
There it is. That's the tree. You see the mark? My hideout is just a bit further to the north. You can put me down there.
Oh, Nurk says he went to Walmart. His Wi-Fi adapter gave out. He'll be back.
Okie
Or maybe not.
We're here. Put me down. Where's Pappy? Shucks. Let's see if I can stand up. Henry!
What now?
Oof. I need a drink. Here, take my water skin. Fill it up in that barrel over there. I'll just lie. I'm dying of thirst here.
Water.
Thanks, mate. I know you've done a lot for me already, but there's something else I need. You've got to find Pepik! Whether he ran off or someone stole...
What does Pepik...
He's very dark. He may not be as muscular as a regular...
So...
He's one of Lord Vonbergo's subjects. He's very...
Let me guess.
What the hell did you think he was? Of course he's a horse!
What are we gonna do about it?
You'll have to track him down.
All right, I'll find him. I can't carry you all the way home on my back. Where should I start?
I tied him up by that sickly tree over there. All that's left is the cut rope. I'd start over there. There must be some tracks. Once you track him down, hop on him and ride over. He's very nice. I'm sure he'll let you. Just watch out for those thieves. If you were to take care of them as well, I surely...
Just failed an Armor 3 tutorial for rolling a truck.
I'm more interested in...
How much did you get for rolling a truck?
Pardon?
How much did you get for rolling a truck?
No, I failed it.
Who are they?
Tutorial mission because I.
And where did they
rolled
come from?
a vehicle.
In wartime, fellas like that pop up like mushrooms after the rain.
Dharma?
And all they want to do is prey on others. Don't overthink it too much. They're a bunch of fuckers, and nobody will miss them.
Oh, I see.
Do you have any idea how many there are?
Definitely not many. Judging by the tracks, maybe 4.
That's all I need to know. Will you manage all by yourself?
Who'd you...
What if some more wolves show up?
Why would you even say that?
I'm on it.
Thanks, friend. And another thing. I had a hunting for your trouble.
Somebody untied the horse and led him along the path. A hunting horn. I reckon the huntsman had it hanging on his saddle, and it fell off here. Oh, I'm on the right track. Must be the poacher's camp. I've got to be careful now.
Are you and Rolla playing together?
Hey, Nordic.
Hello?
Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Q, can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, Roller is doing a tutorial apparently, he said.
Oh.
Yeah.
You gotta be fucking kidding me.
Show your stuff! You're no match for...
That must be the poacher's camp. I've
But
got
I
to be
snuck
careful
up without
now.
anybody knowing under this poacher camp, Roller. I knocked out a guy sleeping with nobody noticing. And I saw a piece of bread on the ground. Nobody knew I was there. I picked up the piece of bread and everybody in the area ran directly to me yelling thief, and then they spotted me. And started combat
You
with me.
touched the sick bread.
In the first game, I don't think that would have happened.
Forget about the bloody sausages. We're selling him to the nomads, and that's that.
What are you doing?
Hmm?
What are you doing? It doesn't say you're doing anything.
That's weird.
Everyone get over here. We've got an intruder. Get over here.
I'm playing Kingdom
Talking
Come
about a game,
Deliverance
and I'm
2.
like, okay, maybe it's on a different thing.
Kingdom Come Deliverance 2, but I don't know why it's not showing up.
Done that section of the tutorial. So what did you want to do, Nordic?
Damn. They even took my clothes. What else did I take from me? Shit. Wait. Everyone, get over here.
Yes, in that screenshot, I wasn't the Jeep. I was
Awesome.
messenger.
That must have been really disorienting to look out the window when you're being moved like that.
John, what are you doing right now? Are you getting on?
Been on armor this whole time. What the fuck are you talking about?
I can't read, John. Sorry. Can you forgive me? So how far did you get in the tutorial, Nordic? I mean, roller.
I don't know. I mean, I don't know if you remember the Arbor 3 tutorial, but
Never played it.
well, then it was the third mission, but I
tried
don't
to
have
play
any
it.
idea how many missions long it is.
Right. I tried to do it a while back, but yeah.
You have any technical issues there, John?
Wake up, come on.
Intruder! Get over here!
I must have hit it on something. Damn!
No, because it's a tutorial, I know how to actually switch to using the scope part of your sight. I mean...
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you hold control and you right click.
Damn it! They even
Yeah.
took my clothes. What else did they take from me?
Yeah, not
Shit.
intuitive.
Yeah.
Wait,
At least it's not
something's
too
missing
complicated
here.
as far as that part
It's
goes.
clear as day. Someone must have
As long
stolen
as
it.
you remember
Hey,
it. I mean,
everyone
again,
get over here!
that's not a way that one typically interfaces with it in first-person shooters.
I know, I'm just saying it's easier than being some weird, like, comma over on the other side of the keyboard, you know?
I'll get you!
So
Alert!
in other first-person shooters I've had where it's had alternate choices of using your sight, the mouse wheel switches between them when you're using your sight. And that's not how it works with this.
No, it's like, oh, you want to do that? You need to reach to the other side of the keyboard and hit a key.
Wake up, come on.
And after this
Get
one,
over
no,
here,
it's you
quick.
hold down control and right-click.
I must have hit it on something.
That's
Damn it!
yeah.
They even took my clothes. What else did they take from
Like,
me?
well, if you're using keyboard shortcuts, there's side options
Wait,
of
something's
the
missing here.
backslash over on the
Clear as day.
numpad.
Someone must have stolen it. Hey!
I'm not gonna
Everyone
believe
get over
their
here!
fucking server saying it's like, oh, running. Yeah, it's fucking running right now. Can't even get in it. It literally fucking like I was able to move, but everything was type of shit. So I'm like, nope. I guess his arm was not today. Damn. Bad enough, I already had my day kind of ruined anyway, so hey.
What happened?
Oh, just some idiots thinking I wouldn't know what the fuck I'm, when it comes to my own finances and all that shit. Try to call me up saying that they're from collections, trying to collect on a debt from a school loan and all that stuff that's been dealt with for years
Sounds like a scam.
now. Oh yeah, most definitely. And when they try to say it's from the education department and all that stuff and all that crap, I knew off the bat. I'm like, no, that's been off my record for a long ass time. And like it was fraudery and all that stuff. I'm like, that's when it pissed me off even more. And that's when I went off on them too. I'm like, look here, man. There's no freaking way that is around, and it's fraudulent as it is due to the fact that I've already done all that crap. I worked for it because the school would not take my GI Bill. Declined my fucking GI Bill. I went to school for this. I went to work at school for that fucking loan. I know it's paid off. Got that shit done halfway going through school anyways.
Yeah, I got lucky. They paid me to go to school at that college.
I went to a career college, so that was the only one that was willing to take a veteran at that time.
Yeah, I got.
Thanks to media and all that crap.
Mother.
Don't know, after college, I was down the fucking street, wouldn't take me because I was fat. 13's, one of those anti-warmonger type of people that like, oh, we hate veterans, they're always about war and shit. Oh, usually about your rights to live. Last time I know, that was our oath, but okay. I went to a career school as it is, worked during the day, went to school at night. Did not get home until like 1 or 2 in the fucking morning. And then repeat.
Wake up!
Monday
Come on!
through Friday.
Everyone!
Where am I? Damn, you shouldn't have done
For
that.
like a whole fucking year I did that. Even after paying off my loans, I still worked there.
I can't take it on my own! Hurry up!
I was their personal fucking clerk slash janitor, dude.
I'm not giving you any. You're no match for me!
I don't leave all my taxes to the fiduciary because I'm not allowed to deal with any of my finances.
Mercy!
This VA fucking is like, you fuck with any touching or anything, then we're gonna freaking get on you. I did last time. I tried to mess with my finances a bit. I'm like, okay. I leave all that shit to the finances of the fiduciary and VA, so I'm not getting in trouble, you know. 'Cause I'm not allowed to gain any debts or anything as it is once you get a fiduciary. Or they will give you some angry letters or emails slash phone calls. When I did start getting into debt, when the old fiduciary, they did not call me, I called them.
Right.
Well, like, what the fuck is going on? You guys tell me I'm not allowed to fucking cause debt, but you're over here causing debt.
So I just stole something from the bandits. They're all knocked out. I knocked them all out, by the way.
Oh, you sure they're bandits?
Yes, they stole somebody's horse. They're living in a camp with a bunch of, like, bullshit around. And they're called ruffians, and I have no opportunity to negotiate with them. They immediately try to attack me on sight without hesitation.
Mr. Guard, get him.
Anyways, so I'm stealing their shit, and the game's like, oh, your thievery's been detected. They're gonna tell the guards. And I'm like, who?
I told my aunt.
I swear, I'm about ready
too,
just to
and she's
fucking
all like,
not
you
stop
didn't.
playing this game.
She's
It's
all
fucking
like,
annoying.
man, it's like, hang up the phone, don't tell them any info and all that stuff. I'm all like, I didn't say no info to them. They don't know that besides my name because, you know.
You're like, you want my credit card number?
Yeah, no. Because they're like, oh, well, you can pay off your debt right now and blah, 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 blah. And I'm all like, no, y'all just trying to steal my money. Screw off. Click. That's how I ended the phone call. So y'all just trying to steal my money. Screw y'all. Bleep. It's a phone call right then and there.
Unfortunately, everyone seems to be trying to scam everyone these days.
Right?
Yeah. It's gotten really bad for me because ever since I used Discord, it calmed down a little bit, but like for like a year and a half, they'll just constantly like trade my emails between different firms, and then Discord sells my information, so I get waves of people trying to brute force into all my accounts and stuff. And that leads to also a bunch of scam shit, and I've gotten the most volume of scam crap than I've ever gotten because of that crap.
For me, when them calling me only by my first and last name, which is funny because when you're trying to get, because there's multiple Jonathan Langleys in my family, but you gotta go by the middle name, you know, it's spelled.
Alright, Pepik. Let's go
I'm
and
the
see
only one
what's
in the
that.
family which Johnathon. Everyone else is the normal. But my middle name is Lee, L-E-E. So it's JLL, while everyone else is a little different. I know. You actually say that little fucking fast enough, you kind of sound like you're saying, JLL. Them calling me as it is. I'm like, well, you could be calling me, could be calling my cousin, could be calling my uncle, could be calling a fucking family member. They called me, so. Good.
Oh, great. Now the towns nearby all hate me now.
What really put me on, what threw me as it is, that let me know that they're just a bunch of scammers and bullshitters, is when I said I had a GI Bill. They're like, oh. Is when I said, yeah, the school didn't even take my GI Bill. They declined it. Right out the bat, like, ew. Yeah, motherfucker, I know exactly what I'm doing. I even told my physician phone call straight when I was talking to him. I'm like, one thing I cannot stand is when people do not allow me in my own finances. I was like,
man, this is fucking bullshit.
I know what I'm paying for. What I'm getting a return. Mm-mm. That's one thing Grandma did taught me is this. Don't trust anybody wants your money. Not even bankers. Well, since Arma 3 is kind of having issues for that, probably either the game or the server, can't really tell. Always play something else. Well, yeah, I'll probably be able to play something else. I don't really have that many games. I don't really do a lot of shooter games these days. Trying to find me.
Yeah, I'm done. This game fucking pissed me off.